Hey idiots, welcome back to Observe. So the last few videos in this series have been doing fairly well, and I said that if you hit 5,000 likes, I will do Jenna Marbles' video. Well, the video hit way more than 5,000 likes, so here I am doing this video. Also, the next video in the series, I am trying to consider what I want to be able to do next. You have some weigh in on this, so please let me know in the comments below, and I will try to do a tally of the most suggested video. Other than that, one of the ones that's been requested the most is that I release the 1 hour and 20-minute version of Tati's video, which I think is a little excessive, but if you want to do that one, just let me know. Regardless, this video has to get 10,000 likes to do that one. Today we're going to be looking at Jenna Marbles' video. She has been on the internet for a very long time, and she recently released a video apologizing for some of the stuff she did when she was a newer YouTuber, younger herself, so on and so forth. And it was also when she announced that she was stepping back from the platform, which was huge news for the YouTube community. She'd been around forever. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this. I've seen it. I saw it when it first came out. I've seen a lot of Jenna's videos, and so I have a very good grasp onto her baseline. But then we'll also look at how her apology video varies psychologically from the other apology videos that we've seen so far. You know what? Let's just go ahead and dive into it. Now, I want to start off by saying this, and I've said this in many of my videos in the past, nonverbal communication is not an exact science. It is more of an art form that you develop over years of practicing it. It relies on something known as a baseline, a nonverbal baseline. This is different from a psychological baseline. A nonverbal baseline is where a person's body language lies during their resting, relaxed, or not stressed state. Let's go ahead and watch the video itself.
All right, so I get it. Feel like we're at a time where we are purging ourselves of anything and everything toxic, and I'm being requested that I address things that I've done in my past.
All right, let's go ahead and just pause it real quick here because there are a few things that stick out right off the bat. First, Jenna Marbles has a large house, and you can see some of the size of her house. However, the way she's centered her framing isn't to flex her house. There are much more flattering areas of her house than this, so it doesn't scream that "please notice how wealthy I am" kind of vibe. However, it is something that I am taking note of. You can see it, and she could have chosen a more modest location. As you can see from her posture and her general stance, she is relaxed. She's not posed in any special way. She's got her knee up in that very relaxed style, and her clothing and entire appearance is genuine. It almost looks as if maybe we had stopped into her house to say hi, and she was speaking to us in that way. This isn't a show from Jenna. This is just a video that she felt that she needed to say. So let's go ahead and keep our eye out as to any positive, negative spikes, tonal inferences, and changes in the pitch, and we'll just kind of wade through this as it goes along.
I also get a lot of tweets from people that are saying like, "We love you, you unproblematic queen," which always makes me uncomfortable because I'm a person. Those of you that are familiar with how long I've been on the internet know that that's not true.
All right, so you can see the main gesture that's happening with her body is this gesture, where she's gesturing with her hand. This isn't a trained gesture. This is one that actually people will just do regularly, which that's excellent news. That means that she's not trying to put on a show for us. She's just talking. The activity on her face is also to be expected. You're seeing concern lines in her glabella up here, where her concentration, recollection, and emotive processing is showing up in this area of her forehead. All of this is very natural in its non-verbal presentation. This is excellent news. And so far, she is starting off leaps and bounds above everybody else because there has not been any forced tears. You don't get a sense of manipulation from her. And she's only had maybe 1 or 2 cuts, unlike Shane, who had roughly 250,000 by this point. Let's keep watching.
That I've definitely done things in the past that weren't great, and I'm not completely unproblematic. And I've tried my best to grow up and to be a better person. And first and foremost, I want everyone to know that.
So you can hear in her vocal cords, this is a tonal thing, you can hear the quivering that you would expect to hear, and that comes up in largely two instances. One, during nerves, and then two, during intense emotion, usually accompanied by sadness. A lot of people also say that there's a lump in their throat or something along those lines. So you can hear that happening in her voice itself, which is actually a good thing to hear, but she's not fake crying. As you'll notice, she's working her best to maintain her composure.
I've always been a two-way street, and that any time that you criticize me and tell me that you would like me to do better or to do something differently, that I always try to do.
All right, so you'll notice in her eyebrows, they do a slight turn up expression, and this is common in a few different emotive states. The most prominent of them, though, are during concern and sadness and pain. Those are kind of the three that you most likely see this specific action happening. A lot of people will make the mistake of assuming that emotions only have the capability of going one at a time, and very often people will feel a whole myriad of emotions all at once, and it spills forth in their nonverbal communication, especially in their face. So the chances are in this sort of situation, Jenna is feeling a welling up of various emotions, and that's showing up in her eyebrows and the rest of her facial expression. Let's keep watching.
Do that, and I try to make fun content, inclusive content, things that don't offend people or upset people, and that's kind of where I am. There's a couple things that people want me to address and apologize for, and I'm happy to do that, because what I want from the people that I support and that I like is to have accountability and to know that I'm supporting someone whose morals and values align with my own.
This is really interesting. A lot of people did not see this apology coming. Now, psychologically speaking, that's good news. So when she's saying that it was something that was coming kind of thing, it really wasn't, which means that it's important more so to her personally. It's something that's been weighing on her mind more heavily, so those fewer comments are sticking out in a bigger way to her, which this means that what she's going to deliver to us is way more likely to be genuine. And she says she's happy to deliver this because she wants to be a better person. Now, that's a verbal thing, but non-verbally speaking, it aligns with what she's saying. There are absolutely no misalignments during her statement of she wants to be able to apologize for what she's done because she feels it's important to do so. So far, this is a really prime example of what a good apology ought to be. Let's keep moving.
And yeah, there's things in my past I'm not proud of. And I'm getting a lot of tweets from people saying, why have you privated all these old videos? And I've spent a lot of the last few days privating almost all of my old content. And I'm sorry if any of that holds any nostalgia for you, but I'm literally not trying to put out negative things into the world.
Okay, so she does a little nervous laugh throughout part of it. This is just her feeling uncomfortable with speaking. A lot of people will do just a little nervous laugh when they don't know how to fill time or how to wrap up a statement that will leak out. This is a genuine expression rather than a forced thing. It's something that everybody does, isn't anything to really need to pay attention to too much. And the fact that she's been trying to private videos privately, hasn't been speaking about it, that's also pretty good news. She's not making a show of how sorry she is. She was trying to show how sorry she was before being brought to this point of making an apology video. Let's keep watching.
I think there was a time when having all of my old content exist on the internet showed how much I have grown up as a person, which I am very proud of. And I think now it's hard for that content to exist at all because I think people watch it and don't bother to look at when it was posted or, care about what path I took to get to where I am. It offends them now. And if that's the case, where people will watch something and be offended now, I don't want it to exist. So I've privated a lot of my old content because I just don't want anyone to feel upset about anything. I don't want to contribute to that. I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. I don't want someone to watch something and feel hurt or offended now for any reason at all.
Okay, so during that more emotional point, her tone intensified, her expression and her gestures intensified. This is all a sign of alignment non-verbally to verbally. Everything is all cohesive within Jenna at this point. Her psychology, her nonverbal, and her verbal are all one unit, and it's all flowing together. That's very good news. That means that what she's speaking and how she's speaking is based off of how she's feeling. And at that point, she's feeling more passionate, so everything reflects that accurately. This is a sign of honesty, not a sign of deceit. Let's keep watching.
Two things that I would like to address is the fact that there are people that were offended that I did blackface as Nicki Minaj in 2011, and I'll show you the clip. It's incredibly cringy and embarrassing. This is private. It has been private for quite some time, but it looks like this.
Nicki Minaj and then there's Roman, who's very.
And I do just want to tell you that it was not my intention to do blackface. This is the end of the video where I took my wig off. I don't know how else to say this, but it doesn't matter, because all that matters is that people were offended and it hurt them. And for that, I am so unbelievably sorry.
Okay. So Shane also did blackface, and his apology rang similarly. He apologized and said it was not excused. Their verbal usage was very similar. However, you get the sense that Jenna was genuinely sorry for what she did. She realizes even though she was innocent in it with her intentions, she still hurt people, and that's why she was apologizing. So that's also good news. Let's keep watching from here.
If I ever offended you by posting this video or by doing this impression, and that was never my intention, it's not okay. It's shameful. It's awful. I wish it wasn't part of my past. The next thing that I want to address. Okay, this is also from 2011. A bad year for me in judgment, apparently. This video is called Bounce That Dick. This has also been made private. I don't want to offend anyone. I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in making anyone feel bad, in case you haven't noticed. Here's the clip. I will play it for you. Here, hold on, let me remind you.
Sorry, that was racist. I'm bad at rap songs.
So as you can see, I said, hey, ching chong wing wong, shake your King Kong ding dong. Sorry, that was racist. I'm bad at rap songs. It's awful. It doesn't need to exist. It's inexcusable. It's not okay. I'm incredibly sorry if this offended you. Then, now, whenever. It doesn't need to exist. It shouldn't have existed. I shouldn't have said that. Ever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's not okay. And I'm embarrassed that I ever made that. Period. The next thing I would like to apologize for is
Alright, so during that time, she had a lot of disgust on her face in regards to what she had done. And that is a warranted expression. The song itself had, as she even put in the song itself, racist elements, which she has discussed for now and has spoken out against. And then she did that laugh at the end, which is not a nervous laugh on this part. It's one of those like disgust laughs in disdain as to what had happened. Everything is flowing very, very well. She's being genuine. So far, there have been no red flags as to misalignment between what she's saying and what she's feeling and presenting. All in all, it's been one cohesive unit. Let's keep watching.
Video that I posted in 2012 and made private shortly thereafter. This was one of the hardest years of my life, and I made a video that came across unbelievably slut-shamey. And I'm sorry. I just fucked up. I ranted about girls that ran around and slept around, and that's wrong. I had a lot of internalized misogyny, I feel like, at that time in my life. And I'm sorry if I ever offended you with the things that I said in that video. And that video's been private for a long time. It does not reflect my attitude towards anyone in their bodies. And that's really been eating me up inside for a long time. And I just wanted to tell you I'm sorry.
There's the verbal cue to what I said earlier in the video, is that these things have been weighing on Jenna's mind for a very, very long time, and now it's been spilling out into an apology video. And so that is a sign of good character on her part, not so much that people were telling her that she needed to do this, and it was a way to save her career that she apologized. It was more so that she felt bad for what she had said and had done, so she apologized.
Now, but I'm like, just, you know what, put it on my tab. Here's another thing I'm sorry for. I'm also sorry for, I used to make a lot of content about like what girls do and what guys do. And I know at the time there are a lot of people that enjoyed those videos, but I have privated all of them because I don't think that making jokes about your gender is funny. And I know that there's a lot of people that struggle with their identity and that have varying fluid identities or anything. And I just don't want content in the world that's like, I don't know, just doesn't make sense. You know, it doesn't make sense. It can be hurtful, it can be harmful, and I don't want it there. Another thing that I would like to address is when people tweet at me, I can't believe you'd be friends with this person or follow this person that's racist or, you know, done these terrible things. And the only thing I would like to say is that I'm just a person trying to navigate the world the same way that you are. So I don't always know what's right, what's wrong, what the truth is, and I'm just trying my best. As someone clearly with their own past that they're not proud of, I do just try to see people for who they are right now, today, and that they're not defined by their past. And I understand. I'm trying to do the same thing that you are and support and be friends with people that I'm proud of and that I love. And I'm just know that I'm doing my best. And I don't know, you know, I try to just do what I can, and I'm not trying to let anyone down or hurt anyone or upset anyone. I'm just not. That being
Okay. Now we got to see a fair bit of Jenna Marbles' emotions spill out here, and you can tell she's really trying to muscle it down. She's trying to keep it a clamp down on it so that she can communicate clearly to us. And through that, you can also see tells of insecurity, tells of vulnerability, of pain, all of them spilling out all at once with multiple shruggings and shaking of her head and her eyebrows doing the tell that I told you about earlier in this video. And she doesn't seem like she's large and in charge in this one and just trying to tell everybody what for. She's definitely just trying to communicate that she has made mistakes and she's owning them. Let's keep watching.
said, I've privated a lot of my old content. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to offend anyone. I don't. In case you guys haven't noticed, there's no sponsors on this channel. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Like, I'm literally just here to have a good time. And I don't think I'm having a good time. And it seems like maybe some other people aren't having a good time. So for now, I just can't exist on this channel. Hopefully I've taken down anything that would upset someone. And I hope you know that that's just not my intent. That's not what I ever set out to do, to hurt anyone's feelings or to make anyone feel bad. So I'm just, I don't want to be like upset while I say this, so give me a second. So I think I'm just gonna move on from this channel for now. I don't know if that's forever. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I want to make sure that the things that I put into the world are not hurting anyone. And yeah, I'm just gonna stop for now or forever. I don't know. I would probably take this video down because it's embarrassing, and just let whatever, just live and just be. That's it. I want to say thank you for your support, for those of you that care about me and have been watching me for a long time. I appreciate it. I want to hold myself accountable, and it's painful to do it, and it's not fun, and it hurts, and I'm ashamed of things I've done and said in my past, but it's important. And yeah, I hope this felt like something that you needed to hear from me. And I'm not sure that I want to continue doing stuff on this channel, and I don't want to put anything out in the world it's gonna hurt anybody. So I need to be done with this channel for now or for forever. I don't know. So, all right. Good talk. See you guys.
All right. So that was the apology from Jenna Marbles that sparked the rest of all of these very fake apologies that we've seen. Everybody's going to mess up in their life. No matter who you are, no matter how long you've been around, you're going to mess up. These people are in the spotlight. Everybody knows about them, and everybody's looking at them. So they have a lot more heat directed towards them that we have the privilege of not having. So the fact that they are apologizing is good in and of itself, and the chances are they could all actually change. I happen to be the type of person that would rather believe that a person is going to be good and is going to be genuine, because I care for people that way. The reason that I got started in nonverbal communication is because I need to know. I just need to know if somebody's going to be lying to me or to the people that they're near or close to and hurting people. And so that's what caused me to start on this study 10 years ago, something like that. That is Jenna Marbles' nonverbal communication analysis during her apology. If you would like to be able to see some more different apologies or any other nonverbal analysis, please let me know. For those of you that have been subscribed to the channel for a long time, thank you. I appreciate it, and I will be posting more of my other stuff that I normally post. For those of you that are new here, thank you for joining. It's been really cool to be able to see the channel actually going somewhere. I've been on this platform for 6 years, and it's just now starting to gain a little bit of traction. So I really do appreciate it. I hope to be able to keep making a lot of videos here in the future. Eventually, I would like to be able to make YouTube my full-time job. Thank you so much for watching. That's all that I've got for today. My name is Logan, and you have been oh so awesome, as you always are. And I will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys.